Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for your newest breakfast host on Kaya FM, Mr. Sol Penduka, aka Sellout.
Now, what I don't get is how Mac, you're right, he's like the happiest person for me and was the one to be the happiest and call me, but and lose his shit over it. Yeah. And everybody else who's some people who are fans of you are shitting on me.
Welcome to Black Excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur. And if you still do, ask ourselves, what would Mapapunzi do? Parama chila, itlesha lefiki. Ungoyigi, even when they ask you, how sabini, do not fear. For if you do, just say, Anistivi. This is the medicine of censorship. This is the pill. Which one is that one? Podcast and chill.
I swear, this is the only podcast where subscribers, inverted commas, chillers, call out the host.
Hey, right? It's crazy, right? Welcome to Podcast and Chill.
Dude, I was checking the comments. I got so many DMs, so many SMSs, so many WhatsApps based on the comment that I made last week.
Fuck the youth.
Yeah. Bro.
I got inboxes. Hey, make you stupid, man. I got so many things coming in.
And that's the thing. I feel like every week now I have to explain what I'm saying. Like, because you know when we record, dog, like, it's spear of the moment.
Guys, you know when you argue with someone like a colleague at work, né? And then like you guys in the office, not us here, but then you go to the shower and you're like, oh, I should have said this. Yeah. I should have said that. We get those moments, right? Yeah. When we're broadcasting and you're like, oh, fuck, I should have worded this like that. Oh, but because we're just speaking in a conversation.
But you know me, dog. You know I struggle to articulate what's in my head and bring it to life.
Yes.
I was watching a Kanye West documentary. He also struggles from that. Like
a lot of people. Even I do sometimes.
For real? No, you all spoken.
You know what I do, dude? Like I prepare stuff. Let's say if I'm gonna like do a speech or whatever, and then I don't cram it, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll follow my heart. It will never lead me wrong. Yeah. So I do struggle with that as well. Yeah,
but anyway, so our guest host lady is Lena. I'll introduce you to Lena shortly. But I just want to say, because I never apologize to anyone, but the chillers make us, you know. So
the chillers, they do, they really do.
So I have to apologize to anyone that I offended, any chiller that I offended with that comment. What I was trying to say. Please explain what I was trying to say, because I don't want to fuck it up again.
You've had time to think about it. You've had time to fucking think about it. You see, who's my man? Who's bad? Who's born? Who's long? You see, and then be like, oh, this is, you had that shower moment of, oh, I should have said this. So I can't now. I can't now say this is what he meant.
Okay, in a nutshell, what I was trying to say.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. What I'm trying to say is that we, as young people, I would never say fuck the youth. I mean, like the youth makes us, not just the youth.
You wouldn't mean it like that.
Yes, like fuck the youth.
You don't give a fuck about the youth.
Yeah, they make us.
Tell us what you mean.
Huh?
Tell us what you mean.
I'm getting there. So this podcast is not just made by the youth. We have young chillers, old chillers, black chillers, white chillers, Indian chillers.
Yeah, people's moms check the show out.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd never go on a platform like this and say, fuck mang, fuck mang, fuck mang. Because all of them make who we are. We are nothing without the chillers.
Exactly.
Right? What I was meant to say was that I am not going to be an activist for something I don't believe in. And I don't believe that we should look to the government to solve our issues. I think we should, as young people, get together and work together, and that way will effect real change. Because at the end of the day, me going, because it stemmed from the
email.
The email. Or if I must come and be a leader in that march. I'm like, yo, dude, no, I don't want to do that because I don't believe in that. What I do believe in is what we're doing next week, Sunday, the Chillers All Black Market, where it's black people getting together, working together without the government's help.
I think the email meant stand with them. They will push it. Don't organize and register an organization and be the leader of. Like, remember how AKA went to the Sfisma's Fall March, and just to stand in solidarity. Remember what I said last week? I said, your solidarity is giving the platform and announcing it that it's gonna be here and there.
Is that not
if
enough?
you guys are on the ground and we're shooting, just like we did with was it Sfisma's Fall or that thing at Vets where we spoke to one of the guys from Vets?
Even the looting.
Even the looting, you see. We'll salute from afar. From afar. You know, but if deeply you feel very passionate about it,
It's a
can
we
go.
see you moment.
Any one of us can
We
go.
see you.
Hey?
It's one of those moments like, we see you, we are here.
Here's the
This is
thing.
it.
I think, like, if Mac was not MacG, let's say that he didn't decide to start the podcast. He's fresh, you know, chilling on the couch. He's not on radio anymore. He would still support it, right? But now what he's is saying, because now he's on the podcast, Africa's biggest podcast, should he now do all these things and be on the ground? Whereas him as a natural person, naturally, he wouldn't. He's not the kind of to put his sunscreen on like Neo and
like it's your
his
Masha.
Molotov cocktail. You know what I mean? If shit goes wrong and balaclava and go, he's not that. He's a Parktown vendor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he will support. But with any means he has, let's say he's got money, he will send the money.
Yes.
Right? Like the white people who supported
how about
apartheid but
face?
weren't there, but supported, sent the money, sent the message out to relatives in Europe or whatever. So you will use your means.
Yes.
Naturally, you're just not that guy.
Yes.
To camp out in the sun and be like, kill me.
Wakandala.
Bring the rubber bullet if you need to.
And also, I don't believe in that. I don't believe, like what I'm saying, like, wouldn't it be better for me? It would be better to hold, not a march, but we fill up the stadium and we support one another
Facts.
with everything that we're doing.
Facts.
So you come, what are you doing? So, okay, cool, let me support you. Now comes, what are you guys doing? All right, cool. For me, I think that evokes more change than us marching to the union buildings and saying telling these guys, whatever. Because they don't want to do shit. They don't give a fuck about us.
They don't.
And that's what
They're
I
out
was
of
saying
touch.
last night. Last night I was on JJ Tabani's show, which is going to air on Monday. And I said the exact same thing. He was asking me, what do I think about Cyril Ramaphosa? Is he going to make it until the end of June or whatever? I'm like, yo, dude, now I'm not invested in politics. I don't care because these guys don't care and they don't give a fuck about us.
They don't.
All we can do is band together and unify as a unity and evoke change. That's the only thing. All we have is ourselves. And that's what the guys did in 1976. They didn't rely on the government to change the status quo. They banded together and evoked change. And by the way, we spoke to Mayor Antoinette Sithole, who's Hector Peterson's older sister.
Literally the one from the famous picture.
Yeah. She's going to come up in the
Damn.
episode later on towards the end. She was a
Nice
friend of the
one.
show and she said that's what they did. They unified. You know what she said, bro? She said
Yeah,
that...
that's her. You should have just gone, mom. We spoke to
Spot
Antoinette's toilet. From that picture. You know when he's holding the babies, go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what she said, which was so profound? She said that when, back in their days, if there was a woman, right, that was going to school or whatever and was being harassed by niggas, what they did is they wouldn't interrupt the school affairs. During break, they would go and fetch that guy and deal with him. Because that's not allowed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As not one person, as a collective.
Collective.
And that's all I'm saying is, guys, as a collective, we're young. We have power. The power is literally in our hands, which is social media. Let's evoke change instead of making things like Jägermeister trend, which are frivolous. Savannah trend. You understand?
Yeah.
We can evoke
and then
real
they come
change.
And make, whatever flavor or Savannah, you know, like they don't even like
The chili flavor.
care to connect with us, you know. Yeah, they'll make like some stupid flavor, like, dude, you know who drinks Savannah?
Yeah.
You're out of touch. But we care so much into making those things, uplifting those things as opposed to one another.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Are we good now?
I think we're good.
That's the chillest.
I think we're good.
Yeah. So I apologize if I made any.
Yeah, I think they just
anyone.
took you know what hurt the chillers? It was the fuck the youth. That sounded like, that was like kicking the ball. Like, yo.
Yeah. I could have worded it differently. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool, man. I think they get you, bro. I got you. Initially, I got you.
There's people that got me, there's people that don't. So I just
it's true. Some people got you. Because some people are like, yo, guys, Mac is an entertainer. And he's saying he's going to use his entertainment in contributing to any struggle the youth have, right? But he can't be I'm willing to take a bullet for this thing because of you're your own man with your own things.
Bro, do you know how many emails we get? Like, yo, please help with this, please help with that. And we try the best.
We get them daily.
We try the best we can with what we have. But we can't solve the country's problems. That's not our job. Our job is to entertain, make you forget about those problems.
With therapy, with a therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melikent is here. I am here. Lena is here. So the sellout is here. The sellout.
The sellout is here.
Lena, we didn't know we were recording today, so last night I was like, oh, who can I get to be a ghost lady?
Who could we lean on? Lean on me.
I'm like, dope, let me call Lena. Lena, how did we meet, bro? How did I know you?
We met at News Cafe Santon.
Yeah.
Like
hey,
when I was like, hey, that's one no. Slowly but surely, we are here. So we met around 2013.
I remember you were meant to give me bums.
9 years ago.
Yeah?
You were meant to give me bums, but you were lesbian.
Listen. I was meant to give you bums. And then there was a night. Here it comes. There was a night when we were out. And then we came back, sipping, and then we were meant to do the thing, and then you took your pants off, and I was like, Venda, what? I'm like, Venda, who? I'm like, I was like, and we both laughed about it, which is like the gag, because we both laughed about it, and you were like,
it's a true story.
It's a true story,
so
fam.
you weren't impressed?
It was too much, dog. I'm like,
okay. How much did he send
like
you?
For a young.
How much did he pay you for
maybe now.
How much did he pay you? How much did he pay you?
Maybe no adept.
Yeah, no time people at that time.
Niki saitabi ya how nisi kosher. Nisi kosher, we just laughed about it, and he's like, hey, yo, dog, let's continue.
Yeah, and we've been friends since.
Cause it's how people.
Niki sabate that size.
Yeah.
That time.
Are you still
that time. So could you take Wait. So could you take that size now?
Dude, I'm a grown woman. I'm saying.
You were going through your lesbian phase, no?
Yes.
Yeah, she was going through a lesbian phase.
It's not a lesbian phase.
You're going through a lesbian phase?
I fall in love with people and a personality. I don't fall in love with the gender. So if I meet you and I fuck with you, or transgender, or utamayang, if I fall in love with the person, then we move with that. Simple.
Are you still a struggling rapper?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, she wants to rap, bro. Why do all these girls want to rap now, bro?
You want to rap?
Because every dancer want to rap, dog. We grew up like masters of rhythm. They like voguing. And now we're like, okay, that's died out. So let's move on to the next thing.
Hit us with a verse.
You want a verse? Are you ready? Picture this, I'm the black Mona Lisa. I fuck it up like a political arena. On my toes like a dirty ballerina. Fucked on a jet lag, stacked up on my paper bag. Rasta roll some gas, don't fuck up the rotation. Do the math, you might need a new location. Give me that weed, give me that dank, give me that drank. Should I go on? Is it?
It's Nicki Minaj.
Is that Nicki Minaj? That's a Nicki verse?
It's average though, it's average. But it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's horrible.
Bad.
It's
Give me a nice beat and then we'll speak about that again.
Yeah, like if you arrive with that in a cipher, like with rappers in the cipher, back in my days, they'll kick you out.
Back in your days, get back in your days.
These days, because hip-hop is so diluted and it's just horrible.
When
hip-hop was alive.
But when hip-hop was alive.
Like, it's not bad.
I agree with you, though.
Yeah.
But, listen, Raweva, no. We're not like Bazzy. You know? Like, bring the bars.
Anyway, let's get to the shit that everybody wants to talk about. Sol Penduka!
The sellout! Yeah! Oh, we're going to talk about the selling out shit.
By the way, before we deep dive into this, please, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for your newest breakfast host on Kaya FM, Mr. Sol Penduka, a.k.a. Sellout.
Now, what I don't get is how Mac, right? He's like the happiest person for me and was the one to be the happiest and call me, but and lose his shit over. Yeah. And everybody else who's some people who are fans of you, they're shitting on me. It's the weirdest thing. On your behalf, when you're so proud of me and happy for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't get it, bro. Just break it down to me. Like, how does that work?
I mean, look, jokes aside, dog, I think for me, when you told me about this and it was happening, I'm like, dude, there's no way you can say no to this. You know, this is an opportunity you got to grab with both hands. And that is me speaking as a friend of yours, someone who's been in the trenches with you.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
I know how much this means to you.
Yeah.
You know, I know how much this means to the industry as a whole.
Thank you.
Right? And I will never stand in front of your success or ambitions,
journey or path or whatever. Yeah.
Not just you, anyone in the podcast. I mean, there were times when Maligant was shooting for Kings of the Weekend.
Dog, they shot Kings of the Weekend. They shot Robert Marawa,
and I'm like, gents, rock on.
Podcast. Yeah,
and I'm like, rock on, dog, because as people, we need to grow.
Definitely.
And the best guys in the game are like that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because you trust your own dopeness so much that you want everybody around you to be as dope as they can.
And then when I put on my podcast hat, so there's two different things. Then I'm like, but Sol, we were brothers in arms fighting radio.
I'm gonna get to that. now. Yeah,
you know, it's like me marrying an it girl now.
Yo, tricky.
See, with a lot of people, it's not even about radio. It's about back on mainstream media. You had a gig on Live Amp.
Yeah.
You know, you took a gig on Live Amp.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a pity someone bitched about it.
Yeah.
You know, who was supposed to be a guest on the show, or their manager rather, and you lost that gig.
Sure.
Right? But you took that gig back on mainstream because it does something for the whole podcasting community.
100%.
And for the whole thing we're doing online.
Yeah.
To say that what we're doing is so dope that side recognize us and our abilities and talents to do what we do best.
100%.
And if you got that gig and you did have it and continued with it, then guess what? All the other fucking competitors will stop hiring what you guys complain about. Industry girls, industry guys who act and know nothing about broadcasting, know nothing about presenting, right? Then you change the whole landscape. You know what I mean? So it does so much for the podcasting game. Like, oh fuck, a podcaster could take it that far. You know what I mean? You aren't gonna leave your own podcast for that.
No,
you know. And if they said leave the podcast, then we're not even gonna know that you had that kind of gig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people are like, suddenly assume I'm leaving the podcast.
No, all right, let's put that aside, bro. Saul's not going anywhere.
I'm not leaving the podcast.
Not going anywhere. They tried to make you leave.
Oh, they did?
Oh, no, ideally, anyone who employs us, even Live Amp, I'm sure they were like, yo.
No.
If.
Nah.
Yeah, right.
No.
If, you know what I mean? We're not leaving, dog. We're here. Look, of course, ideally, they weren't like, I'll be, and shout out to Kai FM, because they did not say, leave or. They didn't give an ultimatum. They were like, yo, the reason we're sitting with you on this table is because of the podcast and what you do on the podcast, right? But, I mean, they radio people. They've known my abilities before the podcast and what I do on radio. So, shout out to them, because it was not really an ultimatum. They were like, hey, what if? You know? Not if, you know, I was like, all right, guys, forget it. You know, let's not even go there. You know, like, all right, cool. But we're not here to yank you from the podcast. We're here because we want you as the broadcaster.
Yeah.
So people are like, yo, it's an attack on the podcast. No, it's not an attack on the podcast. They just want the best show they can get, and they want the best person for that. Otherwise, again, they will go and hire another actor.
And the thing is, what people don't understand is before we are podcasters, we are broadcasters. Myself and Saul are that's why it was important for me to do that show, because when people see me, they just think, smash what?
Yeah, exactly.
So I wanted to show people that, no, there is another side of me. I can go on mainstream radio and not say fuck. I mean, TV.
Yeah, and
not say fuck.
And
conduct myself in a proper manner that is suitable for that platform, because I'm a broadcaster more than anything. But if I'm here, trust me, I'm going to say fuck.
Definitely.
But I could wake up and do 702 breakfast tomorrow.
That's why we interviewed.
I mean, look at John Gunn interview. That's 702 material.
Definitely.
It's gold.
Is.
It's gold.
Yeah, gold.
Solid gold.
Solid gold. I'm kidding. It's solid gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
But in the same light, dog, how are you feeling right now? Because I think it's the first time you trained.
You know how I'm feeling? Oh yeah, it's the first time I trained, eh? Crazy, right? All this amazing work we've been doing here on this podcast, I've never trained it, ever. And it's not like an achievement. I don't like to train, you know?
No, I
don't like to train. Like me personally, the show when it trains, it's a win for me.
Why?
You know what I mean?
Why don't you like trending?
Because I don't like. Why? You know, I don't like everybody on Twitter tweeting about me. Just fucking go on about your day. Tweet about your lunch and your sandwich and how you hate Evos and shit. You know,
I feel
don't
you.
tweet about me and you know what I mean.
How are you feeling right now?
I think it's, you know what it feels like, right? There was a space. Musa Kaula did a space. And that's it was almost like the official space. Musa Kaula did a space. And it was so beautiful. The discourse was respectful. Everybody heard one another's opinions and people spoke their truth and people were objective, you know? And I had to clear something out. I entered that space. Kai was like, don't talk to anyone. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to enter this space just 2 seconds. And I told them, guys, I'm not leaving the podcast. So whatever you're going to talk about, just know I'm not leaving the podcast. Sharp. And you know how I feel about it? I feel like it's a defining moment in the game, especially in this day and age of entertainment industry, the online, with a harbinger, you know, of the online revolution and traditional media, and me crossing over. I was here before and crossing over and doing both platforms. I feel like when Howard Stern left radio to start the internet thing, 100%. And they were like, his career is over.
Yeah.
When LeBron James left the Cavaliers to join the Lakers, you know what I mean? When Fresh
went to 5FM.
People were like,
sell out.
He's black, sell out. He's gonna suffer. He's done. You know what I mean? When the first guy on SABC, maybe Robert Marawa, went to Super Sport and did both platforms. And in those instances, those are defining moments, and everybody there is always going to say, it's over. They're done. Whatever they're doing now is done. You know? I had the conversation with the management.
Before you go there, why is it that, man? It's the weirdest thing, bro.
Because
wait.
It's change.
Let me ask you something. I want to ask you something. Yeah. And everybody in this room.
Yeah.
Why is it that people are obsessed with saying, it's over?
For the same
like I'll go back to Channel O, bro. When we got the Channel O gig, everybody was like, podcast is over. Damn. We are now censored.
Thank you.
We are now captured.
You see, that was a defining
We went
moment.
on to have the most explosive show we've ever had on the podcast with Joop Joop.
That was a defining moment. So we need to look at ourselves as black people and look at ourselves hard in the mirror.
Lena, you're a young person. How old are you, Lena?
I'm 27.
27.
No,
why is
just turned 28 actually in May.
Why is it that people are so obsessed with saying, this thing is over? Like, it's Chile.
I think,
dude, Saul hasn't even done a single show and they're saying the podcast is over.
Yeah. Like, it's fucking over.
I think it's just our issue with change, guys. As young people, we don't like change because change is frightening at the end of the day. So when change happens in a particular person's life, we just like, oh, what's going to happen to what has happened in his life before? And it's just like, something that's not on, you know?
The thing is, and the thing is, like, bro, like I've said this so many times on the show that, like, dude, we are not in control. If you've seen the show, this is all God's planning.
Like,
God's at the wheel.
bro.
No one can stop this thing except God and our
Yeah.
ancestors.
And if we're the guinea pigs, so be it. You know,
Tamagu in
I'm the
it.
first guy in South Africa to go from being on a podcast to being, you know, snatched, or not snatched, but approached by mainstream media to be like, oh, fuck, we like your podcast, where come do a TV show. I did it. It was a success, right? Oh, come do a radio show, you know?
Yeah.
And it will be a success. God willing. You know what I mean? So with those guys, we're the guinea pigs, and I think we've
But we have to make sure that we let people know that if you watch the podcast,
Bro.
from when Saul joined and whatever, you gotta realize that God is at the wheel. This thing is
Yeah.
bigger than us. We are not in control. Like right now, I'm in conversations with Macro because our stock of Grandeur gin sold out in Woodmead.
Oh
Yikes.
fuck yeah! No, it's funny, right? So we did an interview now with Mum Sithole.
Me Antoinette Sithole.
Yeah, Mum Antoinette Sithole in Woodmead. So Meg's like, I gotta rush somewhere. We'll meet you at the studio. I'm like, alright, cool, no problem. I also gotta rush somewhere. So I go to the Woodmead macro to get a bottle of Grey Joke. And he's there also, but he will tell you why he was there. I get there, there's no stock of Grand Joe. It's finished.
Yeah, I was trying to-
interestingly.
they're gonna get stock on Friday.
Auntie,
So
he's there to sort out the stock issue.
you understand what I'm saying? But if you ask me, I can't explain that, dog.
Yeah.
I can't explain how
Yeah.
Grandeur gets sold out within a week. Mara, next to it is Biliato, and there's gangs. There's a billions of them.
Hey, I was gang Biliato. So I was with Spirit. I was with Spirit. So Spirit was like, hey, so where's the fucking tills there? We're trying to pay. And I'm like, oh, move the 10 Biliatos in front of you. You'll see the tills right behind you. Oh, but there was tons of. I got. Maybe Casper overstocks or something. You know, he must feature Stocky. Yo, yeah, stock out Casper. Yo, he must feature Stocky on the song. It's not Stocky. With MacG, I'm Stocky.
So before you
That's
continue,
crazy,
I just need everybody to know, bro, that nobody controls the destiny of Podcast and Chill. Not me, not Saul, not the crew. It's all in God's hands. And when God wants it to end, it'll end.
Yeah.
You
and
understand
it'll
what I'm
end
saying?
that way, guys. You know what I mean?
So please, guys, stop trying to be the first to say, it's ending.
It's end. What's up with that, bro?
Bro.
It's like, it almost reminds me of Don Kanye when he said, like, and those black people were like saying, whatever. It's like we're always looking forward to the end.
Yes,
and the
because
doom
people
of something
don't like
good.
dope shit to last.
It's like we look forward to it, even though we love this thing so much. But oh fuck, hell no, it has to end at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's
an
stop
obsession.
obsessing
Yeah.
over that shit. Just like the fucking way we obsess over. There's a phrase. Falling off. Have you noticed how white people never hardly obsess over falling off, but black people, with the first one say, so and so is falling off.
Yeah.
We fell off. Just like with us, don't always insult us by saying, they are dead radio careers. Dead radio careers. Same fuckers today, some will be like, it's ending now, the podcast is gone. Why, guys?
Yeah, but anyway, so you were with Kaya Management.
Yeah, and so guys, we're literally riding, we're at the forefront of something crazy, something that the industry has never seen. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to be that guy, because it was going to be easy for me to be like, I'm not going anywhere, you know what I mean? But I'm willing to be that guy, the guinea pig, be like, oh, let's see how this works.
He doing
out.
that and
He's
that?
going to be on the podcast and speak his mind. Yeah, it's going to be on a breakfast show.
But everyone is saying
see how
that
it goes out.
they're questioning your loyalty.
How so?
Like, we've been on the forefront of killing radio, which you've successfully done.
Yeah.
Over and
it
over
wasn't
again.
Our intention was not, our objective was to do the best show we can, possibly. If the byproduct of that is killing radio because radio is just not doing the things, then that's it. You know what I mean? If our objective is to hit this and we hit 10 other things, so be it. But we didn't come out to say, want to kill radio.
Why do you think people are questioning your loyalty?
Because we've been very vocal about how shit radio is, and radio has been shit. Right? And we tell the truth here. And I see a lot of people like, oh, now it's not going to be able to tell jokes about celebrities. Dude, have you heard me like before on radio? Did you listen to him on YFM? Did you listen to him on 5FM? I speak my mind. I'm not friends with celebrities. I was never friends with them in the game when I was on radio.
But also, but those are two different entities.
We would talk on YFM, would call our radio stations to be like, yo, your show sucks. Right? Call them in like, yo, your show sucks. But also, so people are afraid that all of a sudden I can't have a fair opinion on things and things I truly believe. I got suspended on radio sometimes because of, sometimes the times I got suspended was just I was joking. It was jokes, I was jokes. I made a joke about Zuma, made a joke about a white family that was,
But wait, I'm saying, is that not two different entities? In saying that Saul on the podcast is Saul on the podcast.
Yeah.
But Saul gigging is not Saul on the podcast. Saul making music is not Saul on the podcast.
Yeah, you see.
Saul on Sithole is not Saul on the podcast.
People don't differ.
Saul on KFM is not going to be the same Saul on this podcast because you are a broadcaster.
An
entertainer.
Thank you. And so, you're going to perform within the parameters of whatever platform you're on.
Yeah.
So do you think people boxed you?
They tried to, but clearly it didn't work.
To say you can't do anything else except the podcast.
True. I feel like Tina Turner, like they boxed me. MacG and Tina Turner Penduga.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Yes. And also some people, it's like they feel like some people discovered me, a lot of people. That's why like when people ask, what's your highlight of your career? It's definitely the podcast because a lot of people knew about me now. Some people are like, oh, is this the same Saul from Big Brother? Oh, is this a Saul from YFM? Oh, fuck, I just realized this is a Saul who did the breakfast show with Fresh. You know what I mean? So due to that, people do box you. That's why even till today, when I drop a song or when I make music, people get shocked that I can make music.
Or you can DJ.
Or I can DJ. Like when they hear me play, they're like, oh fuck, he's been the best DJ so far in this gig. You know what I mean? And sometimes I see their faces. I remember at Kofi, I see a few faces who see me. They think, oh, YouTube podcaster, shit talker.
Let's see.
Then I get there and they standing at the front, right? And even the resident DJ was excited to have me like, come, I want you to fuck up. Then I play the first song in it, and I'm like, hey, Antoinette, he doesn't know what song it is.
Rufuno.
It was Audio Addict, I'm a coast. Google Audio Addict, I'm a coast, right? Yo, and then you can see the guys, especially men. It's generally dudes who got that, like, wanna hear, you know?
Which one are you?
I'm killing it. And then they're like, And then they see everybody take out their phones, like,
We waiting?
So we get boxed, you know what I mean? And I get it. So it's fine with me, you know? But broadcasting is broadcasting, fam.
All right, cool. Let's play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I'm a chiller, bro.
Yeah.
And I understand where chillers are coming from. We've been able to build this thing to where it's at right now by being against the system.
Yeah.
Right? So don't you think you going into the system...
Back into the system, yeah.
It's a bit like... fuck you to the
Betrayal,
chillers.
yeah.
Like, okay, we were riding with you when you were saying fuck radio.
Yes.
We were riding with you when you were saying radio's shit. But
now
you're going back to the same thing that we're fucking.
Inside. Back inside.
Cool. How did you feel about that with the SABC gig?
I think with TV, it's different because we've never been like fuck TV.
Well, there's a nigga on Twitter, I forgot, like he's got a few followers. He was like, I saw from the Sithole gig. I saw from the Sithole gig, it's over. Right? There was a nigga on Twitter going like that, you know?
It's soul season, I told you niggas.
So
it's
soul
season.
So it's almost like we shouldn't be doing any other gigs. outside of this thing. So here's my thing, right?
Yeah.
Look, I love broadcasting, right? I really do. You do too.
And you're a phenomenal broadcaster, by the way, my dog.
Thank you, my nigga. My friend.
Yeah.
Right? And here's the thing, bro. Here is the thing. With everyone who feels so passionate about that. I mean, and I'm not saying this because of now. I said this a year ago, looking scruffy and all. And I was like, guys, we have a 400,000 followers and subscribers. All those people can buy data, whatever. The minimal to support the podcast is $10. Just $10, right? And at 400,000 subscribers, that's 4 million rands, right? For us to break bread and to reinvest into possibly owning our own studio one day.
And being really independent.
And being really rich and really independent. We can fucking fly. Peter Musamani even lost his fucking Al-Akhli contract. We could fly to Egypt and interview Peter Maweni, right? Just $10, guys.
Bring in more podcasters, bring more people.
Podcasts, more shows on the platform. These guys would have some fucking
HD, 4K.
HD shit, see my feelings through my eyes, fucking technology. You know? I said this. I was here, right? And Saul is there earning 400K just from the podcast alone. Do you think if any radio stations approaches me and says, we need you to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day for the whole year, do you think I'll take it? Right? I've been up with no by, and right now I'm not broke. I'm not broke at all. But it's still like, fuck, it's broadcasting. You know, we love
first love.
Broadcasting. It's broadcasting. And I've done nothing but breakfast shows in my whole fucking
Hey now.
I did it with the best. You know what I mean? I've done nothing but breakfast shows my whole career. So to me, it was like, oh, fuck, it's broadcasting. Even then when they asked me, like, I told them, guys, money is not my motivator, you know? I've got a daughter, cool, I gotta provide for her, but it's not. That's why if they gave me an ultimatum, leave the podcast, then I was like, sharp and grand, you know? Because I still DJ, I still make money, you know? I still do my other stuff, get TV gigs here and there. Right now I'm working on my own TV show that I own, you know what I mean? I still make money, so I'm like, all right. So they were like, nah, man, our aim, which I saw this guy on Twitter, kept on saying, they want to take it my way. Dude, their aim is not to fucking destroy the podcast. They just want a piece of this.
Yeah. 100%.
A piece of
Like,
that
they
soul.
want a piece of this.
A piece of that
So for them to
soul.
be like, yeah, you can still do that. You know, because we love you on that.
And what people don't understand is that Kai FM literally just, you know, like on Twitter, they give you a blue tick.
Yes.
Kai FM just literally gave Soul a blue tick, which solidifies the podcast as a major industry player.
Yeah. How many DJs get bought by 5FM, YFM, or Kai FM from other radio station? How many spaces are being held to say, was this move the right move? There was a space on Twitter. Fucking 4,000 people or close to 4,000 people were listening because they're like, yo, a podcast has joined a radio station. How often does that happen?
Hardly ever.
When someone jumps from YFM to a Metro FM or 5FM or whatever,
There wasn't a space about Denewa leaving Metro.
Yeah.
Actually.
No, point. She's our girl, she's family, but good point.
Actually.
So that shows that, we've taken this podcasting thing very fucking far, that the whole country cares.
And the thing is, we are not even threatened by radio.
No.
Radio's threatened by us. That's why they're like, hey, okay, Skumba, bad boy T, Zakala manje.
You're gonna have to close the skin. Thicker than you.
Oh man, it's crazy, man, it's crazy.
You know, so like, bro, like that's the whole thing. So like, my point, you know. Sadly, we're at that point, and to me, it's broadcasting more than anything. But like I said this a year ago, guys. Imagine if the podcast, you know. And
So, are you still gonna be able to be the Soul that we know you are?
quick question, bro. Beautiful. You and I worked at YFM together.
Yeah.
The Soul that you experienced on the podcast Okay, maybe then you were drunk half the mornings. You didn't listen to the show, right? But it wasn't that the same song. It wasn't the same song.
Yeah, I never heard any.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I literally was the same guy.
Yeah.
And you see, like you said earlier on, you have a thing where you call a spade a spade. I have the ability of calling it a spade without saying the word spade.
Yes.
You get me?
And that's where your genius is.
And that's radio. You know, like half the shit. I got into the business. I went twice. The second time I didn't go. We just knew that I fucked up. And the one time we went and we won the case, right? On the semantics, and that's semantics. You know, so it's like, dude. People are like, you can't make jokes. Nigga, I've been making jokes about Somizi while I was on radio, but I've been making jokes about other radio shows while I was on radio.
It's crazy, man. You know, we come on this platform every week in, week out to promote black excellence. Now, black excellence is happening.
It's happening right in front of our faces.
Bro.
Right in front of
Say that again. Come
Yo,
on.
yeah, now we
Shit,
need...
say that again.
Roll that one again.
Say that again.
Please.
Roll it back.
Please.
Oh, what did I say?
Shares.
We come on here to promote black excellence.
Yes. And you're a true example of that. But why can't we celebrate that? Everybody's just looking at, podcast is dead. So it's going to be captured. It's going to be censored.
Captured. Hey.
Bro, we are not talking to Kai FM's listeners. It's two different markets.
Yep.
Okay.
And Kai FM is very smart.
And
because what they did is that Kai FM, if they wanted to kill the podcast like everybody's saying,
ultimatum.
They could have given me a blank check. They have all the money to. If they wanted to, really, to kill the podcast.
Yeah.
They could have given a blank check.
Yeah, they could have said, okay, how much to leave the podcast?
Exactly. Right?
How much?
They didn't do that. They're a business, right? They saw the numbers. Skumba and Bad Boy T are not working. Cool. What do? We need numbers. Who's got numbers right now? So Penduka.
Yep.
It's the biggest compliment.
It's the biggest compliment. Because chillers, yes, they are chillers, but there's some people that just generally like soul. And those people now listen to Kai FM. And what does Kai FM need as a business? Numbers. What are they going to sell? Those numbers. You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So for them, it's a business decision. And it just goes to show that, you know, as much as we're all chillers here, but let's be honest, nobody takes this podcast seriously. You understand?
Yeah.
But this just shows the value and the impact. People are talking about we kill careers. We just made a career. Our very own. And we don't know what ripple effect it will have on this platform. So what if Joe Rogan comes or Joe Budden? Hey, Joe Budden loves me. Did you hear him on his previous podcast?
Oh, did he mention you again?
Yeah, I'm living rent-free, dog. I'm living rent-free.
What did he say? Motherfucker! What did he say?
No. Dog, Joe Biden's taking this shit personally. Can I just say because he's a chiller?
Oh, yeah. Yo, Joe, what up, Joe?
Joe Weezy.
Joe Lovin.
Joe Lovin.
Joe Biden, we love you. One of the reasons I started this podcast was because of you. I was chilling at home. Got fired, broke, didn't know what to do, watched you, Rory and Mal. I'm like, we can do this shit, and we're here. So we love you. I don't know where you got this thing of like, we're trying to beef with him, whatever.
What did he say?
No, he was like, yeah, there's this African nigga with numbers.
African nigga with numbers.
MacG. And then, who's the other guy? The other guy who's a hip-hop tabloid...
Academics.
Academics. Like, who? It's like, let's not even mention him again. But his numbers are big.
The numbers.
So he's a jailer.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yo, Joe Budden, we love you, man. He's like, every opportunity we get, we mention his name.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, but we love Joe.
We love Joe. Dude, Joe, you're doing an amazing job, you know. Maybe I don't agree with you as a person, like the person, but the professional podcaster, love Joe. The rapper, love Joe.
Yeah. I think he thinks we have beef with him, but we don't.
No, bro, we don't.
We love Joe.
We're not about beef here, man.
Where was I? Why was I making the Joe Budden reference? Where was I? Eh? Yeah, if Melican goes now and shoots for Joe Budden,
would celebrate it. Would pop champagne. Like, I don't even
pop
drink champagne. Would pop champagne.
Hey, don't mention champagne.
Wouldn't feel pain.
Hey, Arsabuaka champagne. Arsabuaka champagne.
2 weeks I'm out. Hey,
so you started drinking champagne like 2 weeks ago.
Hey, no wonder you guys are last. It makes sense.
No?
Makes sense. No.
Petrol.
Yo, what is it about champagne, Lena?
I don't even know. But like 2 glasses in, you're like, hey, the room is spinning,
No wonder
man.
it's so expensive, those things.
Exactly. You're like, the room is spinning. You're like, what? 4 glasses in, you're like, okay, maybe I should go home.
Anyway, let's move on. You wanted to talk about Gogo? Gogo who?
Gogo Maweni.
Yeah, what's happening with her?
Oh, that's Timbiso Kosa's baby mama.
It's Timbiso Kosa's baby mama. She's back, and people have been calling her up to get the muti, to get their baby daddies to like maintain maintenance. And
is that a real thing?
Apparently, hey? Apparently she's really
That's
like...
silly.
Why?
Just don't date losers and don't fuck losers sonor and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes people do pretend to be winners and you date them, they impregnate you.
Yep.
But sadly, there's no muti that can make a nigga change his ways.
You think?
But a lot of times the red flags are there. It's like as a guy, when you date someone who is rude to the waitress, rude to the guy filling the petrol at the garage, rude to everyone, and then you get surprised when you're married to them and they rude to your family or they rude to you even.
Yeah.
So now people are asking for muti to get baby paid to pay, and then?
What do you mean and then? And then baby daddy wa maintainer apparently. Alleged.
So she's selling muti for absent fathers.
Yes.
Yo, she's got a crazy story about Muti. Please tell them. She told me now on the way here.
Yo.
Please tell them.
Is there? Okay.
Yo.
Lena, tell them. Hey, this is wild.
So I'm really big on, like, as a young adult, maybe from your 20s to maybe 25. I didn't mind sharing, like, house of girls, 4-bedroom, we all live together, gang, it's nice, you know? So I'm not really a person, if I'm living with people, I'm not gonna, like, cook my food now and then, like, oh, don't keep your food on the stove, lock your room. Like, I just didn't grow up like that. So in this particular instance...
you had a white mother, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a white mother.
Yeah, not head.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You have a white mother.
How? Head. What?
How do you have a white mom?
I was adopted when I was like 3 years old. Yeah.
Oh, because I'm nyama, you.
Oh, so that's why you asked.
Oh yeah, you can see Trevor no had a white mom. We can or white dad. Or we can see, you know.
We had a dark night.
I didn't have a white mom.
Oh well, yeah. I guess that's it.
Cool.
Anyway, moving right along.
Adopted, okay, cool.
Stayed in this apartment. Then jiggy. Now suddenly I'm sick. Can't go to school.
And you're sharing this place.
I'm sharing this place with 2 other hands. Now I'm sick. Yeah. Okay, I can shapo. We choose the normal way. We go to a GP. Get to the GP. Mfetu, dintang. GP, umputakadi Elsa. I'm like, I bet, family, give me the meds. I'll take the meds, antibiotics. I'd. 3 weeks in, I'm sipping antibiotics. I'm still not grand. So my family would call me and be like, hey, yo, how are you, fam? And I'd be like scared to even tell them, yo, family, I'm still sick, eh? You know? So I wouldn't really communicate that shit to my family. So my brother pulls up at my place one time. I'm taking poison. Like, I'm in bed. I can't breathe. Like, I feel like I'm about to die, literally. So he's like, let's go to a man. I'm like, a man? A man? He's like, let's go to a sang. I'm like, a sang? So a sang is a sangoma. Let's go to a traditional...
So sangoma.
It's a sang, yeah.
Wow. She sang.
Let's go to a sang.
What's her name? Rory from... What's that thingy? From that crew? What's that group? Musart. Rory sang.
Yeah, Rory sang. So let's go to a sang.
Man, don't come here with your KFM songs here.
You don't know Musart? Oh, fuck you.
Wabon, you start
He was in the car in his Mini Cooper fucking while playing Musart at YFM. Nigga, you don't know Musart? The Gloria, let's fucking, we'll play that shit on high rotation. Okay, so you went to the sang.
I went to the sang bit. Nice story. My brother's like,
guys, you're gonna hear a lot of that. Don't come with the YFM puns. Whenever a pun doesn't work, don't come with your KFM puns. Dog. What you think is brain? What do you do? KFM puns.
I'm Bekaya.
Hey, you're gonna hear Buele Kaya a lot. You're gonna hear I from Bekaya. You're gonna hear Lewis Hamilton. You think this is Kyle? You're still gonna hear a lot of shit like, so what's your favorite song? Sports, kayak. Fucking hell. Sorry. So then you went to the Sangoma.
Went to the traditional healer. It's somebody that's like really big in Limpopo. So my brother grew up in Limpopo, so he knows. I didn't grow up in Limpopo, obviously.
Burbs, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my brother, he was like to me, hey, bro, I know somebody in Limpopo, dog, that can really help you if this is like foul shit because you've been on meds, but what's happening? We get there to the gent, bruh. I'm chilling there in the line. There's a long queue, bruh. This nigga looks busy bro. Like it looks like a practice. It's not like, now, Rago. No. And he's like, listen, wapera didas, umnati, mukai umnati, or granular. Rafika mole, kidula mole lining.
Hey, we need translations for it.
Hey.
Sang,
So one of his matwasa nahai. So what was he as well? So there's like Honal Matwasani in the vicinity. One of the niggas comes to me and he's like, yo, bro, you like really sick. There's even like a platform to like put a wheelchair up, bruh. Like they have wheelchairs there if you're too sick.
So how were you looking? How could he tell you were sick?
Well, it could have been a spiritual thing, or because I wasn't.
So you look normal.
I looked fine. Okay.
Or just a normal eye.
To the normal eye.
Lingering spirits around you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever. So he came and he's like, "Hey, fam, skip the queue, dog. Like, go in now, you know."
Real.
And then I went inside. I chop him. You know how it goes, shakes the bones. You blow. And then he spills the bones and then he looks and he points with his stick and he's like, Ushala namantombazan, I too. I'm like, well.
Goosebumps.
Yeah. And he's like, oh no, Shem. Upheka ukudla kwakho wabeka estofini wangakhipha ukudla kwakho and bakuthelela ekudleni.
Translation?
You cooked your food, and like I said, I'm very nonchalant about shit like that, bro. I'm not gonna, dude, I cook my food. If I don't feel like packing it away, I'm not gonna think that you're gonna poison me. What the fuck, you know? Yeah. So I cooked my food, left it there, went to school or whatever, came back, dished up, I'm not wrong, chicken vibes, baby. He even told me, he's like, "But poison lemo chickening."
Wow. Wow, but
and I'm like,
not the chicken.
That's
sacred as black people.
Not the chicken.
The chicken.
Yo,
man.
Anything
Put
else,
in
not
some
the
fucking
chicken.
Turkey or fucking, you know, lamb chops or some shit. Not that chicken.
So me being a person that speaks like, dog, and then now I'm coming back home, you there like vibing out, and so I asked her. I'm like, oh, I'm like, so fam, like, please explain to me, what did you put in my food?
Wait, okay, so now you've left, you're back.
I've left the place. They've told me, yes. They've told me everything, whatever. So
did
now
they
I'm
tell
going
you
back home.
When you're going back now, do you know what to banagloyi?
I do know.
Or you just don't want to
No, I do know.
Or they specified?
Like,
because they do specify
They do specify sometimes. Like, the one girl was from Zim, and then the other girl was from Malawi. So they said, the girl from Zim. Uyagbulala. And that time, like, dog, she would like pull up on me in the morning on some, you are not going to school today. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm sick. And she'd be like, you are always not going to school. I'm like, so when I found out that she's the one that's been causing me not to go to Skela.
And you confronted her?
Dog, I couldn't keep it in.
What did she say?
Her reaction, like, I'm like, dog, you're literally not going to deny it. She stood there like, she just stood there. And she said nothing.
What did you say to her?
I'm like, ke khopela ne? Hi gabi. Hoplo mpotso ro ntsheletseng gore ke kgone to heala. Untheletseng mo dijong. Why untheletse? What's the problem? What's your vibe? And I was crying at that point because like I was hacked, dude. I was really like, I wasn't grand. So I'm like, dude, untheletseng mo dijong. Like, king, umpatlang, ekana.
Why was she loyal? You're a roommate, dog.
Dude,
dude, I don't get it.
Snacks. It's about to babansu, dude. Like, you pull up ka plastic nyana ya ko Woolies. How we rake? Oh. So rona ra tsogara 9 to 5. Wena u pull up ka MacD's every 3 days.
So she's not a student. She's just she was working.
Yes, she was working. So I'd wake up in the morning. I'd be like, okay, what am I doing with my day?
So what's the objective? What lawyers so the Woolies can come to your room or what?
Yeah, like, yes. What will she get? What's her end goal when you suffer and die? Maybe.
I think those are questions that should be asked to her.
That's wild, man.
But that's the mentality of witchcraft.
We spoke about this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they get nothing. They just love seeing you.
And
suffer.
the problem is also I'm a dreamer. So, that happened to me. I see them prior in my dreams.
Oh, well, you didn't see that one, love.
How do you know? How do you know?
So what did she say? Nothing.
How do you know? I poop at her, and then I was like, why am I pooping this girl, dog? But what
I can commend you.
What's her name?
Wabon?
No, name is Laura. I agree. She saw her in the dream. Laura.
Laura.
Yeah, I dreamt about you. Hey, man. Laura. Oh, Laura.
Yeah, so that
what I commend you is following your African traditions as a young person, because young people are against sangs.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no.
Listen, I think
some of them are like,
I think I've always been in limbo because I grew up in a white family and I knew my black family. I know my black family. Thank goodness for that. So it's not like I don't know my parents, I don't know my family, I go my hang, whatever. But when it comes to the traditions of black people, I wasn't really in touch with that because I lived with these white folks.
Yes.
And but I think what opened my eyes is Huliki. That's the only thing that opened my eyes, because outside of that, dog, I just wanted to be a city girl and come to the city and fuck shit up, you know? But as Mutua Moya, that I'm realizing now, every day I go about my day. Because I write down my dreams now. Like now, hey, brother, the other day, the other day, hand in hand, aka.
Wow.
Nadia
Akai.
I was wondering. Yes, I was wondering. I'm like, and funny enough, side note. Funny enough, in the dream, like, I wasn't thinking Nadia, the person that I was thinking, because it was a secret. It seemed very secretive, man. Like, we come no longer hand in hand, but we don't want anybody to see us, you know? So the person that we were trying to hide from was not Nadia. It was actually Zintle, which was very weird.
Whoa.
Which was very, very weird.
Wow.
And then Casper pulls up.
When are you making this shit up? You're taking this ghost lady thing too far.
Oh, is it?
You're taking it too far. You're getting too excited.
Is it?
Steven Spielberg now.
After the show, guys, remind me to give you guys a receipt. Remind me to give you guys a
receipt. You know how dreams work, right? In dreams, you'll dream of AKA. Then randomly, your primary school teacher shows up.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
I'll give you guys a receipt.
And then your ex is here.
We're talking facts.
The person you saw on TV you've never met pulls out like, you? No. Everyone.
Ngizonika my receipts. Nina nama trust issues. Ngizonika my receipts.
Anything else you want to talk about, dog?
Yeah. Alright.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Alright.
Because you're the only thing trending today.
It's fucking crazy, right? What an everything there.
We're having too many piss breaks now.
We'll never have that. If you notice, we never have. And I did piss before the show to avoid it.
I was like, they taking piss breaks now?
We never do.
Yeah,
we never do.
Normally we'd piss on radio.
And we'll hold it in.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Nobody will hold it in. You hold it in, nobody.
No, you
Always
don't.
need them, but
No, you
hold
don't hold it in. You piss on radio.
Listen, listen, 7 in a row.
Oh, wow, shit. Wow.
No. But in all honesty, I gotta say, bro, like, fuck what everybody's saying. Fuck the noise. I'm proud of you.
Nah, thanks, my dog.
You're a fucking great podcaster.
Nice.
You
one,
deserve this.
sorry.
Thanks, my nigga.
And don't listen to the noise. Keep doing you, bro.
Nah,
Everything happens for a reason. This is God's plan. And they'll realize later. They'll catch up later with everything that they do, man.
Thank you, dog.
Kaya has just solidified themselves. Not just the station. The whole building is a chiller.
Yeah, literally, because
And we welcome them.
Literally.
yes, like Kaya's a chiller.
Welcome, Kaya.
You already know, like Kaya's a chiller. If Kaya could sit down and watch the show and be like, are we sure? Then watch the show again and be like, are we sure? Then watch the guy. You know what I mean?
I heard
They
Sipiwe and Aya are going to do your sound. They want the whole crew. Crack, the one podcast without me.
Oh yeah, because Kaya's got a whole online thing going on.
Yeah, pila.
It's like,
Literally.
Anyway, listen, we're going to play a game because she's a screw. Is that still a thing? Screw.
Screw. It's a thing. I don't know if they call them screw. It's not cool.
Yeah.
There's things that are cool now, but you don't call them cool.
So
You'll sound old when you say cool.
So she's got some slang that she's going to ask us and we must tell her what we think it is.
How old are you? 27.
28.
How you old?
I'm old.
To be teaching us
You
slang.
must grow up, man.
I win.
To be teaching us slang.
Look
But
who's
it's fine.
talking.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
Grown up.
If you're around, the young chillers will call you out, but I think like slang.
Yeah. It's youth day after all. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
youth day.
Let's
She
go. Okay, so
qualifies
the
as youth.
first one, Arna Meleng N1 Repitori. Vingivongo.
Woo!
That sounds like Zwinky Zongo.
Exactly,
And it
sounds like a
sex.
swing, ne?
It sounds like sex.
Does it?
It's sex.
Wrong.
Vingivongo.
Vingivongo. Let me
Okay,
give you a
Neo knows, huh?
sentence then. Let me
Okay.
give you a
Give me a
sentence.
Trying to
sentence.
help me cheat.
Banaba, it's a Vingivongo.
Batlanya.
They're having sex. Oh, Ivurvai. They fucking shit up. Ivurvai.
Vingivongo, are you
Like
ready for me to tell you?
Vingivongo,
Wrong,
yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
Should I tell you?
yeah.
Vingivongo means up and down. Vingivongo. It
Yeah,
sounds
up
like a
and-
swing, like Vingi.
But oh yeah, but I got it right.
A seesaw. It's not
seesaw.
like up and down or seesaw. You up and down.
So Mesh at Newcastle was Vingivongo.
Bingy. In my toilet.
Arving.
Bing flash. Yeah, in my toilet.
Bro, did you get in trouble for that?
That you at the toilets looking for ass in Newcastle.
Oh, your person's not a chill. Hey, you're safe, hey. You're safe. Yeah.
Damn.
All right, cool.
Okay, we ready for the next one? The next one is chopping. Hey, doggy, chopping gang, yo.
Chopping gang.
Chopping, I know,
I know she wants my chops,
Yeah, different chopping. It's not that one.
but it's got a knife. It sounds like it's got a knife in your.
Hey, like dog, you chopping gang. Hey, that nigga was chopping. Hey,
I know, West African in Nigeria, they chop money.
they chop money. Yes,
It means you're spending.
yes,
And if you're chop, you're eating.
yes.
So I think if you're chopping, it means you're spending. Because like ukima ukudla, ukufuna, you're
You need to
chopping.
chop.
Wrong.
Got to chop.
Sounds like drip to me, like you're dripping.
To me, it sounds like spending. Like
MacG,
hey,
wena motho
you're
wa kgale,
balling.
yo.
Amen.
It sounds like drip.
Like you're balling.
I was with DJ Spoo on the JJ Tavani thing last night.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yo, no, dog, people think you're 25. I'm like, I've been chopping. Anyway. What does it mean?
So chopping means like speaking. Hey, dog, let's chop quickly.
Oh, yeah, let's chop it up.
It's gotta come on, you
You tricked us.
palette.
Why didn't you
Scam
chop it
potaka
up as an
tweak.
example? Let's chop it
But
up.
bro, I chopped it up in a sentence and you didn't get it.
Eh?
I chopped it up in a sentence, but you didn't get it.
Oh, hey, I thought I
Yeah, I heard
heard
gay.
gay.
No, I heard gay. I chop it up in gay. Chop it up in gay. Really?
Oh, well, how did chop it up come about, Vel? Let's chop it up.
I don't know.
Let's cut it up. Let's
No.
dissect it.
It's like, let's break it down.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. When you break
Nice
down
one.
something. Let's break it down.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next one.
And then the next one that I have over here is sang. We spoke about what he's saying. Yo, kya singing, dog. Hey, what he's saying? Yeah, dog, I'm singing it up, dog.
Singing. Sounds like your nuts are
No,
hanging.
yeah, or like you're milking it. Humble singing gum. No, but you said uksanga is to a sangoma.
Yeah.
You said it's a sangoma.
Yes, that's
so
what
how
I
you
said.
singing something?
What do you mean? I'm singing it up, meaning I'm
Sangomaring.
going to the sang. I'm
Underground
singing it.
gang.
Y'all speak like people in the north now just sing it up like
People
oh
just
man, I
sing it
got a
up,
back
homie.
pain. I was sing it
I'ma
up.
sing it up.
And we just see sangomas just like that now.
Yeah, dude.
Like the GP?
It's essential. Yeah, I want to buy a lawyer, bruh. Buy a lawyer, but.
Yeah, well,
Alright.
of course.
Okay,
Next
let's
one.
move. And then we have another one here that I love, and this one can all save.
Okay.
Nobody will know this one because I use it. It's puring.
Pudding.
Pudding.
Hey, dog, it's a pur, yo.
That sounds like
How are you-
pudding.
It sounds like what?
Pudding. Like a
Yeah, that sounds like pudding. Like
pudding.
Like, dog, how are you? Hey, I'm pured, bruh.
Umu pitori ne?
Hey, give me pitor.
Oh, I love the way they speak. Have you heard 25K speak, bro?
oh yeah, I know the rapper or whatever. He raps 25K. I just don't know. Like I've never heard him, but I heard of him.
What does that mean?
Pudding.
It's an all saver, like I said. Because
I'm puring.
for me, slang is not just slang. I think it's a crutch for Sithole South Dodge. Sometimes when you can't find an English word, and I'm just like, how you, dog? And you're like, hey, dog, I'm poor, day. Or, what's your poor?
What does it mean?
It means anything you want it to mean.
Whoa, man. Don't say that.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, so you left with
That
that.
reminds me of
so,
when Zake did thing Kasango. You know, like what is Kasango?
it means anything
it's
you
a
want
word.
it to
Anything
mean.
you want it to mean.
Anything you want it to mean.
You can't say
So
that's
how
a
are
cop
you?
out. That's a cop out.
So how are you? Hey, dog, hey, I'm alright, but I'm poor, day. Okay, you tired. Oh, MacG unjani. Yo, dog, I went last night and it was such a poor, so now I'm tired.
So if I get you, I'm like, yo, give me some purs.
You then, exactly.
Nah, that one's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it can't be vague. It can't just be, it means whatever.
Yeah, but the
It's in
people that
air,
get
it's in
it,
the cloud.
the people that get it. It depends also on the context of the conversation. What are we talking about?
That's some
Also,
bull.
so
That's
it's
a
almost
pur.
like Ilentuza. Yeah, that's some bullshit. I'll tell you now, some bullshit. It's almost like Ilentuza.
Yeah?
Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know, but like,
hey,
no,
so-
when you grew up in Kasi, no, for real, honest.
All right.
Honest.
Right.
Okay, so
Aye,
when
aye.
Kasi and your mom is like, I don't need Ilentuza.
Yes.
And there's like a ton of things in the house, right? There's a ton of things. There's a fucking candle. There's a kettle. There is a statue. There's a duck where you put your fucking keys and the curtain things inside. There is. What do you go for?
You know what it is.
So
You know what it is.
at Kaya-
Depending on the mood of your mom and which couch she's sitting on and what color she's wearing. Magatile Ntuza. Oh, you know
must
she
know.
fucking needs the jog.
Yeah.
Get the jog.
Yep.
Magatile Ntuza. It's vague, but it's something.
So at the KFM meeting, did you go, ang nigga lempura le?
Limpu.
Yeah, they're like, how much do you want? I was like, Ntuza. But I was wearing a tux. I was wearing a suit. I had a tie on. No bullshit. I was wearing this actually. And a white jacket. You know?
Bro, how did that come
Yeah,
about though?
Ntuza.
How did the gig come about though?
Oh, Denel calls me, right? Oh, Denel. Oh, okay. Denel, I call her number. She's family. Denel Yo, so what's up? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Interested in the radio gig? I'm like, I'm interested. I'll hear them out. You know, I'll hear them out. It's fine. You know, I've had radio gigs before. Offers. This is nothing new. I'll hear them out. You know, and then she's like, okay, cool. Spo will call you. So I'm like, Spo. I'm like, Spo. So I'm like, oh, Spongil. So I know there was a song that man friends at school, Spongil.
Yes, Tibo Touch mentioned it, I think.
Yeah, I go Spongile. What did he say?
I don't know, but
Oh, okay,
continue.
I go Spongile. Radio. Then I'm like, oh, Spongile Mjali. Then I'm
But she used to be at Metro, yeah.
yes, I'm like, oh. Then I see November.
Then she went and
An
fired
article.
Unati. Within 6 months.
Oh, fuck, for real.
Anhleki. Yes, Anhleki.
She's my idol.
She's sad. She's like, not some sing on it. she sang, right? She sang. Yeah, so I'm like, radio. I'm like, I see William Charlie moved to Kai FM. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's Kai FM. Oh, okay. So now there's no link, right? I'm just thinking because she was a radio person. She knows a lot of radio people. And then I get the call. Like, yo, let's meet. I'm like, oh, I know that place. Cool. Then we met. So it wasn't even there at the building, because everybody knows where Kai FM is. We met at a hotel. Wow. 54 in Bath. Wow. In Rosebank, And she got the address wrong. I'm like, no, I think you mean that one. Like, yeah. Okay, cool. Then we met. I got there. Cool. And you could see, like, when you get there, that they genuinely, and that's why, like, when I see tweets, I'm like, they're chillers. Like, dude, everybody's a chiller. You know in the game, everybody's a chiller. Yeah. Bro, in that space, they did a space now. Coke was there. Capricorn FM. And they forget it very far that they think that. Coca-Cola South Africa was there in the space. Like, they're sitting there like, hey, I'm like, how Coke? Nothing la.
What can you sniff up here?
So people said, Coke was like, what can we sniff up here? Coke was there. Capricorn the fam was there, Like a lot of like, hey, you know what I mean? So you could see they were very eager and and yeah, man, then we chopped it up and stuff.
Nice one.
Yeah. What was the question?
I forgot. So much I still pay you. Can I take your salary and give it to Meligant or something?
I know that. I know that. 500,000. Hey, baby, dog. Hey, Pachitil.
You're the podcast flag.
Pachitil. Hey, Pachitil. I know a lot comes out to my budget. I know. It's like, hey, no Pachitil.
I had to take a salary decrease just so you can be the highest paid.
Fuck, for real, dog.
Yeah, man. But no more.
Make no mistake.
It's all.
Due to unforeseen circumstances.
It's crazy though. Like my text is not even like, because also another thing, right? You pay me like I get paid really well because you look at the hours I spend there, right? It's nothing. And then you calculate, and that's how I calculate, like how much I should be. I'm like, okay, I spend an hour and a half maybe.
No, when we
times two.
when we
then I look at the times I'm gonna be spending there. I could pay really dope here.
No, but like when we lost advertising and whatever, because we live on chillers, them watching the show and whatever. That's how we pay the bills. I told my accountant Rufuna, I'm like, I'm like, listen, we all know how integral Sol is for the show, because with any business, your employees must be happy. So I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll take the knock. But just make sure Sol is happy because he's very integral and we don't want him now to just, you know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah. But what have I told you, bro? What have I told you about like money?
No, we've never had a money conversation.
No, we've never directly. It's always like with Funo. But I've told you that something happened with somebody else. No names. Sure. But I was like, true or false, you'll tell me, you'll confirm. I was like, bro, if every sponsor left, we're not making a cent today. I'd be here doing the show for free.
Yeah, you do.
Because I love doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And almost the guys at KFM almost asked the same question. They were like, what matters the most to you? I was like...
And it's the same with Meligant, bro. If you know how much I was paying them when they first started, you would fucking... It's
with all of us, man.
Bro.
Because at some point I was like, dude, if we lose everything, I'll do the shit for free. Because I love doing what I do here. And... That's why when people are like, oh, you're going to be able to do the breakfast show on KFM and then here as well. I'm like, dude, this is like my free time. When I'm
therapy.
here, it's like my therapy. It's like my free time. Like, oh, fuck, you can say shit and over 500,000 people are going to watch and listen.
With people you love?
People you love. Exactly, like with family. I love these niggas. They know, all of them. You know what I mean?
It's really a dope vibe. I walked into the studio this morning and I was like... I came to life, bro. I'm like, wow. Even before you guys pulled up, I just acquainted myself with the space and I'm like, just being here on its own.
Bro, it is criminal how much I'm playing Meligant Media right now. for the work they do. It is criminal. But we're doing the best with what we have, you know, and we all have a vision. Like these guys, they were to bill me every single day for shooting the car podcast, City Girls, Ladies podcast, this show, Celebrity. Dude, we're talking about, bro, I don't even know what the standard rate is. But it's not even near there.
Yeah.
Sound
true.
as well.
They do a lot.
This nigga, I saw him at JJ Tavani last night.
Oh yeah,
He was micing me up. I'm like, oh, you weren't lying. I thought he was lying when he said he works at ENC.
Yeah, he works at ENC.
You know what I'm saying?
Put his niggas on, dog.
But you know what I'm saying? But we all have the same vision.
Vision.
Where it's not about money. The money will come. You know, it's just about doing what we love.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I don't know why we're talking about that, but...
And if no, we should. And so, you know why? So that people understand the kind of family we are. And when people like see, hey, Saul this or Mac this, and they really get it. You know, that we're a very solid unit.
That's why we keep pushing membership, Patrons, because it really helps.
It really helps.
Every 10 rand
that
helps.
10 rands that you spend, automatically most people, poor or rich, when you walk out your house, you'll spend 10 rands, minimal maybe. Just every, once a month, we need just $10. Crazy. If Malik can get paid what they need to get paid, if Mac earns what he deserves to earn for all the amazing work that everybody here does, that's literally it, you know? And it's not to say, it's just to say that we were sitting at home knowing that we're good. And if you don't want to be, we'll even DJ for free because it's like, oh, we love DJing. We don't do it for the money.
I mean, I DJ for the money, though.
Well, I love DJing, man. I'll play for free. I'll fucking play for free on Friday at a homie's birthday party. Mine's, in fact, birthday
You got
party.
too many homies. That's a problem.
Huh?
You got too many homies.
Shit, man. Don't hold me against it.
Hey, me I charge. To DJ I charge. Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is if you're rich,
No,
rich,
I'm not
rich,
saying that. I'm not rich.
okay, you're rich. Grenjo is the fastest selling. He's the fastest selling Grenjo in there, but you must pay if you wanna pay him. But what I'm saying is, if we're in that kind of situation, you know, it's nice to be there.
No, what you're saying is that we're independent media platform.
Okay.
And if our chillers really,
Do you have anything here, man?
yeah, I got some Grenjo in
Some
there.
Grenjo dope.
Faster selling in micro.
Faster selling. You can drink it.
Hey, by the way, man, to be honest, I want to say
Even
thank you
Muslims buy
to...
because they're fasting.
Hey, we are selling here.
Faster
No,
selling.
but in a serious note, I want to say thank you so much to every single person that has bought a Grenjo in the past week.
Shout out.
Even before that, thank you guys so much for the support. Like, really, like, I can't even explain it, man. Like, it's beyond. That's what I'm saying. This thing, man, we don't know what we are doing, man. It's all in God's hands, you know? And we'll keep pushing until God allows it. Not any man, not any woman, not any whatever. We're going to be here until God says, listen,
Love
Not
it.
a single person is in charge. here.
Love to
It's
see it,
like
yo.
we're not even in charge,
We're
bro.
not even in
I don't
charge.
even know what we're going to do next year.
we're just vessels,
We just vest. I don't even know what we're going to do in 2 months.
bro.
But anyway, what was I saying?
It's great to be here.
All right, what's your last slang?
All right.
My last one
Oh yeah.
is Inhi. Yo, she's Inhi, bro.
Oh, we're going back to the slang teachings.
Yeah.
In here,
Yeah.
it means like
Okay, let me
Same
give you,
sex
let me give you Tom.
relationship
Let me give you a sentence. Yo, dog, you only met him last week and you're already Inhi.
yeah, you give you are fucking in here.
No, no.
Oh, you're into him.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
you've caught feelings.
Nice. And Inhi,
You've got feelings.
it
Inhi.
derives from Inhi love.
What in here, love?
Inhi love. Yo, you Inhi love.
You in love?
Yes.
Ah, Inhi
So
love.
Inhi
Inhi
is
love
short
is
for
what now?
Inhi love.
What
Yo,
in here, love?
You in love.
In here, love.
Inhi love.
Shakespearean.
Is it data or data?
Get
Is
that.
it potato or potato?
Get potato.
Hey, man,
Inhaler.
You new kids are crazy, man.
Yo, bro.
So I
But
was
Soul
singing.
said I'm not
in
too new.
love.
I was singing, and
Suddenly the
told
sang
him
came and I was
I'm-
in he.
In
And then he told me that I'm poured. So now, giving givong.
Hey, young guys, can you confirm this thing? Now, can you confirm these things? Shy, but chillers will confirm, man.
Chillers will confirm.
What do you want to say, my dog? We're out of time, man.
Nothing, man. I just want to say it's all love, man. Like, people must chill. We'll be good. Like, and it's a pity, right? 4 years from now, and the podcast is fucking crazy big, and everything worked out. No one will go back and say, you were right. You know?
Yeah.
So let's just rock and roll.
Rock with it.
And you, Ghost Lady, Ghost Lady, how's it been?
Oh yeah, ghost guest.
Guess ghost.
Gigi.
So, when I was leaving my house this morning, I was thinking about MacG hitting me up like, "Hey, dog, pull up, be the ghost lady," and I was doing my makeup. So, these makeup skills are intricate, eh? Like, let me just put
Doing
it
your
out
makeup
there.
for being a ghost.
That's the thing.
That's
Wait,
puff.
hey, we're not smart. Wait, hey,
Ghost
we're not,
puff.
you get it. So I was like doing my makeup and I'm like, ish dog, I've got the skills, but it's not like Michali skill. Pella, there's levels to this makeup shit. So when you do your makeup at night, like sometimes I leave the house and I'm like, Marawadi ghost ayo. So where you put too much powder or too much foundation, but you're like, it's fine, the club lights will do the thing for me. When they moving there, shem, no one's even gonna know. So this morning when I was doing my makeup and I was coming here and I'm like, no ke montshare bra wa di ghosta or how di ghosty tentsanka wena pile. So I was sitting there and I'm like, hey, let me
I know. We were supposed to react. I know, but we didn't. We're just watching.
because I'm
Well.
not done speaking.
Don't worry, you'll get to Michal. You'll get to Michal's makeup level.
It's
When a
not
married
even
man
my
winks at
thing,
you
but
after the makeup, then
it's
you
not
know,
even my
yeah.
thing. Makeup is not even
You're
my
at
thing.
Michal's
But like,
level now.
you just do it because you're like, dude, just want to feel munandi, just want to feel nice, you know? So, yeah. Lonamara. Lonamara.
It's gonna chill, boom.
What?
I'll tell you.
Yo, what are you saying? What are you saying?
If you don't get it,
Oh, you know what happened,
if
right?
you don't get it,
So she was no.
Forget
I think
about
like,
it.
I think I know what she did.
you don't get it,
She dropped the pan. So
forget about it.
like when she said makeup, so that what it goes that was supposed to. That's our cue, right? It was supposed to like burst out in laughter.
Why?
It's a pan. Ghost lady, what it goes down. So as we were here sitting and
Not
like just
ghosting shit.
not like we missed it. We missed
Round
it.
of applause for our ghost lady. Chance Mona. Round of applause.
Mona Lina. Remember your rap line with Mona Lina.
All right, cool. Let me go to the announcements. Yes, don't forget Chillers Market All Black Party happening 26th of June at the Nest. Are you coming, Lina?
At the Nest. Come at the Nest.
Yes,
Get on the
Podcast
road,
Network is going to be there alongside Nkosas and her daughter Sithole. $50 right now. If you go to thisismacg.com,
Yes.
you can secure yourself a ticket. We are going to be lit. We're celebrating soul. We're celebrating Black excellence. We're celebrating everybody, man.
Excellence.
Kezo. And then we're going to be in the UK on Friday, the 15th of July in Manchester. Saturday, the 16th of July in London. Sunday, the 17th of July in Birmingham. If you want to
Birmingham,
get your
mate.
tickets, visit pireradio.co.uk.
Yes, yeah, UK. Can't wait, bro.
We out of
I
here.
can't wait.
Penduka, we love you long time.
Love you guys. Love you, chillers.
Love you
Lena, we love you guys.
It's been
Call me
real.
names.
And
It's
yeah,
been
man,
nice.
we're about to check out the lady. Fuck, I forgot her name.
Oh, Mom Sithole, man. Antoinette. Mom Antoinette's Sithole.
Yeah, please check it out, man. She's so funny. She's like a...
Hector Peterson's older lady.
Yeah.
Older sister.
Yeah, older sister, yeah.
Older sister.
And she's like, you can hear when she talks. Like,
bro, she's a comedian, man. She's like really, really funny.
yeah, we really enjoyed it.
Like flipping her, she's funny.
And before we go, man, as young people, let's stick together, man. It's June 16. Let's just work together. Fuck the government. They ain't gonna do shit for us, man. They are not our saviors. It's up here. It's up here. It's up here. We gotta do
down here.
We gotta do with. Have you seen there's a movie, bro?
Which one? Which one?
There's a movie on Netflix. It literally explains what happens not just in SA, but with every dichromatic country.
Dichromatic.
Democracy.
Oh, okay, democracy. Every country, I don't know what the word is.
Democratic.
Oh, you said something else. Democratic country.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You said, what did he say?
Dichromatic.
Dichromatic, yes.
Dichromatic.
Yes, dichromatic, yes. Okay, maybe that's a word. I don't know.
Is it a real word?
Maybe it is. I don't know.
I wanted to
It
say
sounds like a word.
dichromatic.
Oh, okay.
You wanted to say?
Dichromatic.
Dichromatic. Oh, that's a word then. That's dope.
Bro, this movie is so sick, bro. So, let me explain it. You guys have time? Do you have time?
Yeah, we can give you a few minutes.
Cool.
I got lots of time.
I forgot I'll find the name of the movie. But literally, it's like Squid Game, right?
Oh, shit, season 2 is coming.
for
Okay,
real?
yeah.
So it's like Squid Game, but it's like people get locked up in this flat or hall or whatever. And this hall has 250 floors, right? And in each floor, there's prisoners, 2 prisoners in each floor.
Food goes down. I know.
Food
It's
goes
cold
down.
what? It's cold what?
Fuck, I forgot the name.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It literally explains what's happening.
Not the tower, but a similar name like that.
Sure, we'll get it.
Yes.
So now, the food starts at the top level, level number
Googling.
1.
Okay.
And
When the food starts,
it's fresh.
it's fresh. It's a whole buffet. That can feed everyone until the bottom. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're on level number 1.
Yes.
They have chicken, steak.
The platform.
Buffet.
The platform, yes.
The
Okay.
They have chicken, steak, seafood, everything
It
to
grows.
feed to feed everyone, right? And this thing, you have 1 minute to eat, and then it goes to the next floor. Next
Like
floor.
it girls.
Okay. Batung so penduka.
Right? So now, it literally explains how fucked up this world is, because by the time it gets to like floor number 150, there's no food.
They've got 10 kids. Now they want to marry you.
There's no food. and you got it. So if you're in level number 250,
You're fucked.
You have to be there for a month.
And what at the top ones do, they spit on the food.
Yes.
For no reason, just to spite you.
My word.
So the guys in the top floor, they eat everything, not caring about the people in the bottom. So now when the food goes down a level, it's less food. And then what ended up happening is that the guys in the bottom,
Yeah.
so from like floor number 300 to 200 and whatever, 100 and whatever, they start eating each other. Cannibalism, because they are hungry, which is what happened with the riots. Because people are hungry. Now they start fighting for the little that they can have, because they need to feed their kids and whatever, right? And then what happened within the movie, these 2 guys got together and like, guys, if we work together and we ration this food from the top until the bottom, we can all eat. Don't be greedy. So now what they started doing is every time the food would elevate to the next level, they'll tell niggas, nah, have 1 piece of chicken. And then it goes down. And then I have 1 piece of chicken. And then eventually the food got to the bottom. So that's what I'm saying. Or the government is the guys at the top. They eat everything. Seafood, whatever. They don't care about us. But it's upon us to come together and say, okay, cool. The government is giving us this shit
much.
food that they've spat on, that they've chowed and left crumbs.
But we
But
need
if
to
we
share
ration
that
it
and
out
ration it.
and work together,
Yeah.
we can all eat.
Profound.
Happy Youth Day, motherfuckers.
Profound.
And the nigga at the top,
Yeah.
he ain't throwing the Ramadan.
Forget it. Forget it.
Nigga at the top has 60 million at a farm, just chilling.
I'm keeping the Stogorama.
Dollars, just chilling, dog.
Yo, like
Just chilling. Just chilling.
There.
Just chilling. Just chilling. Chilling.
And
He's not doing anything.
I also got shillings. That's just shillings. Just shillings.
Anyway, we're not politicians. We're out of here, man. Podcast and chill. Boom. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. Please welcome a very historic friend of the show.
Yo.
Please welcome Antoinette Sithole. Do you know who she is?
Yeah. Who doesn't know, bro?
Yeah.
If you know your history, you should know.
For those who don't know, right, there's a very historic picture of Hector Peterson, right?
Oh, yes.
From the 1976 June 16 uprising in Soweto. And this is Hector Peterson's sister.
Yeah, and she hasn't changed much from that picture.
Oh, she has.
That iconic. Oh, you can see. You can. Oh, she's aged, but you can see it's still her.
Hey, she looked like a snack.
It's her.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming through on the show, man.
No,
Everyone wants to know that picture. Please describe what was happening that day and that picture.
Actually, about the picture, it was a peaceful march. As students, actually, we went through the street of Soweto. Actually, not fighting, but conveying the message with our grievances. Like, we did not want to be taught in the medium of Afrikaans, subject like mathematics, biology, physical science. So, and remember that during that time we were oppressed, okay? So that means we had no rights whatsoever. So being in the street, we're not authorized, we did not even request or apply or whatever. We just thought, well, if we don't want to learn with this language, which is called Afrikaans, what do we do? Then we have to go to the street, convey the message, we'll see as time unfolds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a peaceful march in actual fact. Yeah, even though we knew that police were around or we have seen the police, but we never thought police would open fire. We never thought that would turn out to be a bloodshed, so that's how it was, just for saying we don't want to be taught in the... In fact, the Afrikaans was enforced on us. Yes, we did Afrikaans as a subject, like our different cultural languages, okay, like once a week or twice a week. But enforcing the language or Afrikaans on us, that actually it was like this is it. We need to take a stand. Yeah, unfortunately, we took the stand peacefully, but when we met in Orlando West High, already police were there with dogs and batons. But, we ignored the police because earlier we were told that we must make sure we don't provoke the police.
Yeah.
So what started the first shot, there's still a debate about it. Now, some are saying, while police were barricading with those dogs, I think one of the dogs got anxious and it slipped from the police hand and it went to the crowd, the students.
Yes.
Obviously, how Musawawa is like, hey, come here, you.
Yeah.
You see, and then, so somebody said they were about to set it alight when we had that first shot. So, Antoinette Seburu, where's I see? The first shot. The Tory didn't at but stating their copan, setting had copan. But that very first shot messed up the whole plan.
And then the picture. Can you describe the picture? What was happening there?
Actually, remember that first picture when police were setting the fire and the shot.
Yeah.
Actually, we went different directions. Yes, we are scared. And then I'll just call that hide and seek. Like when we hear the shot, we'll go into hiding, and when it's calm, we emerge back, just like that. So during that hide and seek, that's where I actually saw my younger brother, and I called him.
Hector Peterson.
Yeah, and I said to him, it seems as if things are getting out of hand. So better stay here because I need to find a way for us to go back home. So Hansa Kiweliana, There was another shot, so we had to go back into hiding. Unfortunately, we went 2 separate ways. So as it was calm, as I sneaked back to the pavement, he was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
I looked around, thinking I might spot him, or maybe he's afraid to come out from his hiding place. But I just told myself I'll wait here and see. So while waiting, because my mind was a little bit dazed, confused.
Understandably, I mean, it's commotion everywhere.
Yeah, and then the man, Mbuisa, who carried him, he came from nowhere. This one with the delay and then. But as he passed me, my eyes followed him, and you could see that he was focusing not very far from where I was, like students were busy gathering there. So in my mind, it was like, I wonder what happened there, even though Mbuisa was running towards the scene.
And you still haven't found Hector this time?
Yeah. But I said, I'm not going to shift, I'm going to stay here.
And wait for him?
Yeah. So when students were gathering there, it's like, oh, Mbuisa here is passing. I wonder what's happening there. Maybe I should go and check. But I said, no, if he comes around, he won't find me, so that means we are not going to find one another. But I was anxious to know what was happening there. So when Mbuisa got there, you could see that he was paving way, like pushing these other students. And all of a sudden, it's like he's trying to get something from these other students' hands. So as he lifted, yes, I can see it's a body frame. But as he lifted, again, for the second time, like the first thing that I saw, it was Hector's shoe. Said, man, no matter. When I tried to rush there, already they were on their way, running towards me because I was at the corner. And as they passed me, I had to join them. And as we continue running, I was asking Mbuisa, who are you? I've been looking for my brother. Where are you taking him? Mbuisa never said anything. He just kept on running. Then I looked at Hector. I saw blood coming from the side of the mouth. I panicked. Who are you? Can't you see my brother's head? Where are we taking him? He never said anything. And a car just stopped in front of us, and one lady jumped out of the car, introduces herself as Sophie Time, a journalist, can help us. So as Mbuisa was about to put Hector in the car, he said, oh, he's dead. Hearing that, I was sort of like torn into two. I could see myself on the other end crying in desperation. To me, it was like, this is not real. It can't be happening. The next moment, I was at the clinic, and the clinic looked very strange, like it has been long deserted. But I knew there were people there. So I had to bang, knock, windows crying out for help, and one white doctor came out. He took my brother out of the car, inside the clinic, and he said to me there was nothing more that he could do. I understood that doctor very well. My head, it was like, no, now I'm blank, I can't think, I can't do anything. So I just went next to the window inside the clinic, and as I looked through the window, outside there, it was another chapter. In fact, students were retaliating. Like everywhere else in the morning, we have delivery vans for bread, milk, and even some of the white people who used to work in Soweto. It was like we caught everybody off-site, because nobody knew that we were going to demonstrate. So government cars were passing. And while on that, one of the government's car, like, on the side, you could see, because usually they are written, like Joburg would.
Yes.
You could see this is a government's car. So it just came down, squeeing, like something. Either the driver was or whatever. So yeah, so as it swayed, it swerved to where most of the students were. As they pull out that man out of the car, and he was a white man, each and everything that could kill a human being was used on that man. Stones, knives, spades, anything. Bufelelo baba mkenya upside down camera dustbin. Akala so open na dustbin tsetsa masenke tse. Ising tsetsa honachi. Yeah, it was like it's like now I'm dreaming. This is not real. Well, days later, we heard that the very same man who was killed, it was Dr. Van Halstein, who was assigned in Soweto as a social worker, and so many people knew him. It was sad. But, it's a pity because sometimes you are at the wrong place at the wrong time. So as people still, we managed to take out good from bad to live by today, to shape ourselves and our country.
How old were you at that time?
I was 16 years old and Hector was 12 years old.
When Mbuyisa picked him up, was he at some point conscious? Did you get to talk to him as Mbuyisa held him?
No, not at all. Actually, my focus was on Mbuyisa. Like, where are we taking him, I think because I was a little bit confused.
And you didn't know it was going to pass on.
I said, hey, where are you taking him? Hey, who are you? But after I realized one hang karab, let me focus on Hector then. That's when I saw that blood was, oozing from the other side of the lips.
And then who took the picture?
Sam Zima, even though I never saw anybody taking a photo. Did not make sense.
Yeah.
Even later that day, because during that time we had 2 newspapers, Daily Mail, in the morning and in the afternoon. That means the afternoon it will come out at 12:30. So already the picture was there.
Wow.
Yeah, so people came flooding to my granny's home asking if it was me.
And
I
then,
denied all.
And then what happened to him?
To
Sam, the guy who took the picture.
Some alive. I think it died 2 years ago. Yeah, but he was actually he was a journalist. So actually that woman who offered to help us, Mesofitim, actually they were together.
Okay.
So I think they were actually saying things like he alighted somewhere on the very same street where we were, and then Bona they were coming down the road. So I think Ilana Sam Uruboni Akatau. That's how he actually took the photo. But
I heard he was arrested after that, taking that picture.
Yeah,
he
and he had to flee.
But now, no. Remember that because we were oppressed, media was not allowed in any form.
Of course.
So most of them, like if we shoot a the nearest house can see film because never bankela zona badi so saying at didn't survive village Lena Riona badi nkile ka fela o setse yona fela ke ntse mo di kausu come ho long ha producer has nepesele, but that was the only one I the rest by the saying.
What happened to Sam?
Sam, he passed away 2 years ago. Yeah. It's not about Mbuyisa.
No, I'm saying you said he flee.
Oh yeah, no, Mbuyisa Makubo, he's the one who flee, because when the picture got published and it was now famous and it was this symbol, the police were harassing him. Didn't you face like a similar treatment?
They did harass him, so he had to run away.
Yeah.
I did face the similar thing, but my family was very strong, and Africans, so he could stand up for me and said, "Hey, hey, I work Africans, why want to so." No, it's not impact into. And then at some point, I remember some politicians, when they came to visit, they would always come at night. Bantipar, hey, never cope up, we must do something. Because something like that. But I formulate, mentally disturbed. It will work better. And it worked. It worked. I don't want to tell you.
So Sam died 2 years ago. And then Mbuyisa, what happened to him?
Disappeared.
He disappeared.
Nobody knows what happened. We hear rumors about Mbuyisa, but we need something concrete.
So till this day, nobody knows?
Nobody. There was a guy in Canada that thought it was him, or he was claiming to be him. But I don't. The family was like, nah. That's
even
not
right
him.
now?
Yeah, no one knows where he is. Apparently.
So he might be a chiller. We don't know.
It's possible. Probably our oldest chiller.
What are some issues about by number by the country and saying, how about Tamal Babsana code to Bamba? Which will work on one. When I'm Mutsibesaka, Kakuti, Nakamsavaka Mampe, and Arna Snapacker. You'll close on work on one. So that's how some of people cannot be found because after I change him, I beat after applications, such change happen. I think for security reasons, I don't know. Yeah, but Mbuyisa are up to date. There are rumors, but we need something. Yeah, or who but we want to
And some saying he's mentally disturbed.
Yeah, Lorne was mentally, mentally disturbed,
that.
and then But if he was mentally disturbed, obviously anything is possible.
True. So you'd never said a word. There was no verbal exchange, dialogue between you and him at all.
Lava says also follow not that one.
Yo.
Nothing.
And how many people died on that day? Because it was reported 20, but I think must have been
Plus
more.
minus 23, only on that day. From that day on up to December, 577. And some of them actually is like, there was this looting spree.
Yes.
Yeah, I told about the butchering, a chunk of hinds and whatever. So me akolo skalebala how look am aroka subul. So alu swale bale tolo mo shapile kana masabon. Babamba batotsi mo bale frozen. Baba wouldn't tell they died, but also what happened, even though they had bullet wounds, but wouldn't tell how come why.
And how was Hector Peterson's funeral? Did anyone from the ANC come?
I wouldn't say ANC was banned.
Oh yes,
It was underground.
ANC was banned. Unonali black consciousness, like SASM, the Chapela Faz. Obviously, like I maybe they had to disguise and whatever. Maponisas come Monaco, no something too fresh and about never saw like nobody's business. Yeah, so Kia upla bamputa ka Winnie Mandela ba bona mo Sunday Times. Ke dutse ka mo pele Winnie Mandela ka mo mora o tshwere maplomo ba botsa hore na ke a mo tseba o ke mang. Ku ro go mo tsebela ka o ke re batho ba go fela batla mafu tshwantse ke tsebe batho ba tla mafu ke mang ibile yana motho ntse le mpotsa ka ba ra Winnie Mandela o ne ke sa tsebe yeah a ke ne ke ntse le hlanye. O survivor how easy. You can tell
And then how was Hector Peterson as a person? Because
Yo, Hector was so sweet, very sweet. Hector narata hobako high. It's funny because Nelly Mushiman. Like as a my different side about Dala, but no umu, wana che umu. Ha bona tshomtsa dia mo porosa tla mo kadini a sa yetseng. A tsa nka dinotsi a di moloma bue le tsona. Hector na le strange man. What's bana ba shimane ba jwa. Hector na very very strange. Tsa na di etsa dia tlwaele as Mushimane. Ha ba ile di gange tsone ke bolela ke mshomana ma next door kara o ka mpatela ntwe kana so many years. Are ne ba ba ile sgangeng ba lo dlala ka batho ba gaola difate ba di sie go sgangeng. So ke tana ba ruta o isa di kana di bisang di tipa tse di bonnet or to ba ne tipa tse ka re tsa di hunters o rena di lo tsa ka le botlo la ba bontsha re tsiwa jwang ke ai bo ara e tala nke ba sa bula ka mabrunge ba gala shule ka wa papa the other side there sides being I get because I tend to tell me to do long go high wa rata rumiwa wa rata rabe around are serious ku yesa net ka re ke ta go gola pa nexa ba paluna skanye wa e bona ntse but others ne le motho cool but na ke rata ra ka bana ka still waters runs deep when una la butsotsa na I sele fe ana rata le joke yo wa metsetsa joke e tla o dula molale ha ona engwe hape o re toba etsa matshwara datela swara nkunzi ke makundwane aba isa sa molora aba lo go ha fitlo go ntlu he ba ntshwere po ba rene ku tshwara po o jile kwa gambling wa bana a isa sa molora go re molora go ba mhlapotse ka dimpama wa e bona una rata hambi na ka pita una rata ma so nka bua ntwe mo tsetsa ngona tsatseka hambi.
And have you forgiven the people that killed Hector?
I had to, in actual fact. Nahanor, we were young, we never had kids during that time. So I just told myself what had happened, and not only Hector died on that day, and there are so many people who were injured, like Wombuisa, they've disappeared. So it's best if you forgive. Why? Because you want all that blood that was shed and all those people who died, they must rest in peace, not in pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not easy to forgive, but you have to work around it, you know, and to keep the legacy. Otherwise,
yes.
If I was still angry, still hateful, whoever told you that as life progresses, life is good. Nobody has said that. We meet so many challenges. So, life is complex. So, when from that complexity, you can choose whatever you want to choose to live by. Even your motto. Okay, or no, even though that's true, but you still remember, no, you stick to that. So, if nearly angry, never honor. Liga sena ka vula re nachar wa ibona nto because nne ngwa nachar wa jika mo so bana nto utina ngwa jika happy wa ibona nto I think you have to be truthful to yourself, and if can nete o honor about madi a bona lenga solo, you make sure you keep this as a legacy for generations to come. And besides, if next time poison. So I think to forgive us sorry ustaela or lokwalo in. I never can say to no. Make a choice. Make a choice. And ka molao mo molfatsheng re di chances ka ofela rona o ka bua le nna ke tswa mo a motene re wela wa ibana ntse jana. So make the best. O kana it's a but make the best or whatever you do. O ska re sona motho re tena to re pokela because wena wa feel di dreams tsa hao wa ibana ntse jana. Di poko di tenga mampe. So if you are still alive la o ka qabana le malume mme ngwana ngwanenu ngwana, make sure you make peace with it. Why not? Why not?
And then what do you think about the youth of today? Because I mean, if you look at it, we're still fighting for the same things. You know, we've got fees must fall. So what do you think of the youth of 1976 with the youth of right now?
1976, I think there is a core or neredi pare or nere hatelezo uluki apartheid libaswadi baron. I don't know, but we believed in coming together when coming to solving issues. Like if umanyana class example udula mufolo uyako ICT ya school unala bashimanyana bata utswenya mo. If you report it the whole school lunchtime are senyedi are singing schedule like step schedule. Lunchtime the whole school will flock there.
Wow. The power of unity.
And a root hall and so we believed in unity. That is why like 1976 but everybody felt like as individual right. How did you guys
plan the protests?
Yo, it was so easy. Easy like on a cell phone. We had a walking cell phone. Okay, udula mo follow, udula na lady, udula mo lezan. Okay? Marokana skolo wa situ udula ukana skolo mo follow ukana skolo na lady. Kika mo khum na isa sa mangate. Okay? I don't know the course are based on our cultural languages.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
If we were Setswana waban tathabat komletsana akere ba buang se Zulu most ya bona like wabana mo karona le di hostel nyana ya so mar skolo o ya ka language ya mo ntshwanzo keneteng yabona but anako ya ile ya change but others if Motswana mo but ya wa isitilona yang bua se Setsonga ya kai wabona ke ka mo gona le ka teng so le message spread the same way o kena skolo kwa marudulam. So it was easy.
So when you left the house that morning, the parents didn't know that you guys are going to protest. It was just hush-hush among students.
No, actually it was hush-hush. And you know, sometimes you say secret is a secret, not every time. So it slipped up, but those parents who knew, they could not share with the next person because they thought we were fooling around.
Small thing anyway, yes.
So we didn't share with the next person. That's my mam kopos. Never mind kanako no sina mam kopos urata ditaba maditaba. So you didn't, you know. Liteng jeta motho mong ka bana re ba tloetsang o tlo phikisa I was knocking utagile na wa bona ntse ja. So it slipped up, and some of the parents also warned. I think we were told by one of our classmates, but well, in a youthful mind, renting. Sorry placard, peaceful, and a very infecting soul and something to convey a message, and that's it. Yeah, so maybe because Nersena, the rights whatsoever, no snan Turkai buang, Arakopa permission, but we thought, well, let's take our chances, let's do it, let's see.
Sure. It's crazy, man. If it wasn't for that dog, there wouldn't be Youth Day.
Oh, yeah. How do you feel when, like, you know, some of the youth use the day just to drink and have fun and throw nice parties?
You're talking about me here. He's talking about me.
He plays DJing tomorrow, man. 100 places. There's the reason, it's the cause.
DJ, why for a change, DJ, at least I say, I'm not cold drink. You can change it.
What did you say?
No cold drink.
No cold drink.
Cold drink
is funny.
I've never. But you need mint club. I can't tell when I can speak. Rakoleka have check and Tarnaka school mail. Yeah, but I don't know where I'm taking to read, and it doesn't make sense. So,
but that's a very valid question, because a lot of young people, it's sad to say, we just drink.
Yeah, it's a holiday. It's fun.
And I go Arabic before Kikanamo. Most of the issues said in they're not so much different. No, gangsterism, teenage pregnancy, the raping few. But it seems as if youth have got more problems than us. Rona, remember, we're fighting the enemy. Okay, we're fighting the enemy. So enemy selekatuko kitso the generations they are tell. Diluansa. Gender-based violence, rape, the drugs, many. But how do they take a stand about them? Like buying killer standards or Emarhates Gonya, Perhates Gitinus, Lady Bless about by to Labarata, Maranava, Carabarakala, never by me. But say, sure, whatever is happening, whatever is happening now. If youth high ones, Barilon Sokima, I can't assornor some money place. So no Barilon Lokima, Ronald Petapatana Rabula, Minyako, any quitri. Go on the pictures of Mat Lady, Taminaka, Tankanaka. Reboots. So youth is onion. Kiana, Gamulo, Ranakamul, the other side, labor on a donor, the carrots of film because Seriboots is labor to Sokimam Velvet. And a problem me one. Even I see the problem. Humanity today because communication in attack social media.
Of course, got the phone.
Run an eleka mulum. Who ran a lady, ban a lady, I want to judge. But Kashoko, who is man?
Very, very.
Tell her when the next is really 200. Come minute is really 200. Okay, yeah, whole and two. Luna tell Nako the zone the places or Lunava Kokai, Litalo Piqueta Kokai, Leola Caso, Nadin to say her Hattets Kichi Bivir, Hattets get traxi, Unaling, the memory couldn't carry 16th June. Hey, I could want awareness. Emma,
yeah, we can drink after.
Alarata. Alarata. Marat Gavelo Quatil Lord. That's right. I said, so they cover after, but the main thing or how banaliza or Sijuan or bonds, who bonds halor, right, understand the 16 June, but Rona, Renali issues so detailing.
That's what I've been saying, so.
Forget
the government, we need to unite together.
Yeah, but how you go
come together.
How to shop what's how more. But this warrants about Chava. Oh, Laban by said KP Satin Katiaker. le mo jwa le mare le tsang message okay
Yes.
wa thola hore tswa ya la ba sa pikete di trateng di t-shirt la le ga ngola ka marking pen is fine yeah se ke tso bontsha hore ya le di concerns tsa lona ke tsere di bona
Danko.
then ra kopana re lorna ra thusa mo re thusang a e shaeng so okay that's it ke life
My everyone is just here kontlung.
abana ha re sa communicate re communicate le robot abana that's why se ka re di robot le ka jeng
Yeah. So how do you want people to honor Hector's memory?
no it's unfortunate because a ke batle o plerna le di rights ne
Yeah.
everybody has rights
Yeah.
so a kena tetla ya hore ke bolelle batho commemorate jwang celebrate jwang if they know their history
Yeah.
if what's about tswa kae wa swantse go bolela hore commemorate celebrate jwang that's spoon feeding ke na le yona karabo man ka se ke that's spoon feeding yes wa swantse go bolela ke ke life yao na mine ke ba petse role ke so generation ya ona tsento ke bone ba botswa o mong a re te o mong mpotsa hore hantle nta re batla o re batla o kenella ko government thing because ha re gone o botsa motho ro yena tswantsa tswe plan serious una ntse re ka le thusa mo tsona tse ding re batla mine sa lona di sebetse le tla ba di leader se jwang ntse le su spoon video akere lona la bona ro isala la bona South Africa jwang and if into yo hlaba you'll make a plan re ntwe re batla iqeta bang re tla isha nyana yeah wa bona if la rata lona the word planga teng a le tlo lwa ntse le ya jwala re ba ske bana nwela hore o bule kele le senye kwale one ton but one thing for sure motho ha nna kong gona ka re wa hlanya so whatever you do that's why whatever we etsa mo lefatsheng etsa sure hore ha o batla go rusana o tlo re pokela you wasted your time with ntho tse zang do benefit
Yeah.
okay ha so re ta o benefit la ka fa kgetha one just one go bona swa na o ka re o go be Mosamaria ya molemo o senthe wane good maybe straten sa lona molona le batho mola wa bona ra wa fokolanyana o se o itite sebete o bule ha o gona o tsamantse go padi chelete o barakele cross of Louis mo ntse ba sa o kopa a ka ba se ba ona tsa go thusa motho eng tswala a bo zo ngting funa eng tswala a o thusa wena o se cross a mo flo o bane o le ka ele ka rwa ba tsebela ntse so ba se flo o se cross o samaya o lora tsile o lora le hodimo.
May Antoinette Sithole, thank you so much for your time, man. How old are you now?
I'll be 63 on the 28th.
Wow. Round of applause, man.
I can let Andromela keep. Keep the scopers.
Keep.
The SMS.
And what do you want to be remembered as?
It's like a motto o fatsi o humble. Na ke rata mpo ba ka mohara batho ka ntshwarela. Ke rata o phela le batho, you know, and I'm a natural. Because never mind ke natural, but I always feel hore motho ha na le ntho ya batlang hore a go like a ntsha bokgoni ba o tshabang ho bontsha bokgoni bo ka re tla thusa le ba bang batla thusa re wa ngopotsa ke tla batla mamang a o thuso so wa imana ntse ke motho jole ne ke batla mo ke leng teng o tsheiwe a ba tswa ke e ka re ke jile ayo yona
I know it's a today. And then what are you currently busy with? I know you're doing driving education culture, ne?
Yeah, yes. Education culture. Yo, in Shapile mo matlomba it was no, I love it. I love it. Recently my China
yeah.
Maribisa driving education culture like research or loko dikolong.
Okay.
Skolo se shota kaeng or se batla o thusa kaeng and it's about 100,000 if you stationary ke re wa ke lebala le tsolele e ka reng ka ichapa ka club
should I search it? Hashtag driving culture.
Chinese Republic what is?
Hashtag
Kita hopela don't think you wear the whole morning.
The whole morning. Driving
Republic. Yeah, Republic.
Driving education culture.
General, what? Why?
Education culture. Are you getting it there, sir?
Yeah.
You can, sorry.
It's part of the government. It's part of the government.
Hey, fair time.
Consul General Teng Zongdong.
Aha, lona leo.
Okay.
Wabana leng chapile ka karate ni na chapa ka lebala. Yeah.
Tang Zongdong.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chapelet ding dong.
Ka oblel. Re ke le shebe hantle ke ma.
Gile.
O ya re sebetsa le Consul General Tang Zongzong wa Chinese Consulate General in Johannesburg. Ke bona ba re emeng knocking hore ha re tla ho bona re kopa o thusa sekolo se itseng a ba hane.
Oh, listen to this. So, Consul General Teng Zongdong and the Chinese Consulate General in Johannesburg are proud to announce the launch of the hashtag Driving Education Culture Essay Writing Competition, inviting matriculants in Gauteng and Free State to submit essays between 1,000 and 1,200 words discussing the essay topic. What solutions can education and cultural exchanges bring to strengthen ties between China and South Africa?
Wow. As a writer, I endorse it.
Amen.
Because at the end of the day, how na le motho to some but bahabo rona, why not? Hore now so ka le watle mole ke shake zong shake o ntsha tšhelete tla ja party ba tumara ba setseng re tla ba thusa. Yeah, it's like if na le batho ba ka khona go thuse bana ba rona, doesn't matter go tswa kae ya kae. So ke yona ntho important. And o pele lona tse bana ba sa rata school or ba tswa ke di phone or what, I don't understand.
Hey, Linda, man. Hey.
Mutadula
You don't know that school.
Uta strata jaman hulla mudikatara.
The piano.
Yeah, my piano awate. Hey, asa lang hopus. Stolo saka. Hi man, kingwanyan. Hi man pilo man, I want my piano. My piano. Ke ha se una my piano, mara ke understand a khonu di fapana. Ke re ko sheba yo aska itsuku tsangana. Oh, this is my piano nana setya. And then oh I'm shibana ya wanruta ro chaivu jwang kara ke toro be amosma. But I love it.
No, thank you so much.
Anything else
you want to ask me to do?
Yeah. After his passing, have you ever like connected with Hector? Maybe like he comes through your dreams or like through a medium.
No, it's only that now I believe one hope la sena fela tloka fetsentsha silo even though ke ngwana kwa hae. But rentse re akaretse ka ofela batho ba tloka fetseng. We were not politicians, but re batlo sebisa ubuntu bo. Ne re se di politicians ha re tswa re lo convey a message. Okay? Yes, re thuswe ke di politicians even though ne le se pateile, but the masses tse ne di le mole. We had one goal and it worked even though we lost casualties. Yeah, so yeah, aka sinchakela so ka rata mokora ke mokora la tloka fela.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mayor Antoinette Sithole. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome to Black Excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur. And if you still do, ask ourselves, what would Mapapunzi do? Parama chila, itlasha lefiki. Ungoyigi, even when they ask you, how sabiini, do not fear. For if you do, just say, Anistivi. This is the medicine of censorship. This is the pill. Which one is that one? Podcast and chill.